Right, what's going on, Salem Talks? It's me, your host, Devin, and I'm here today at Michelle Ashley's Custom Cakes. We're going to take a look inside, we're going to talk to her, interview her, find out how she got started, how long she's been doing this, show you guys some of the treats that she makes. They cooked up something special just for me, Salem Talks. So make sure you guys stick around and find out. I am here with Michelle Ashley Timberlake, owner of Michelle Ashley Custom Cakes. You can find them at the 45th parallel, located off of
Hyicynth.
And the nearest cross street is going to be Portland Road or the Salem Parkway. So they're tucked in right in there. Now, Michelle Ashley's been doing this for a long time, and for those of you that don't know her, she's one of the few places in Oregon that can make just about anything and anything gluten-free, keto, low sugar, or on the regular. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how she got started, how long she's been doing this, and just kind of what drives her to continue to produce some of the best tasting treats in the Salem community. So I'll let you take it away.
So I thank you for coming out here and doing this.
Yeah.
I got started in my kitchen after taking a few cake decorating lessons in about 2016. Having a passion for baking, for years. So I was kind of driven by that. But when I started decorating cakes, I realized that I had a gift. So after I had a couple of lessons under my belt, I took my certificate and I went to Fred Meyer and I just begged them for a chance. And they gave me a chance. I worked there for just 6 months, but I knew that I had what it takes to at least go explore my dreams. So I started a business in my house, and they were changing the laws and stuff so that it was making it possible for that to happen. After so much growth in such a short amount of time, I went and rented a commercial kitchen. And from there, just kind of built what I have here. When I first moved into my first bakery, which was right down the hall, it was 2018, and I had 1 employee. Soon it grew to 2 employees. That second employee is still with me, and my 3rd employee.
That's awesome.
Now here we are 10 employees later, and we win awards and so much interaction with the community about what it is they want to see from a little local scratch bakery. We often ask for people to come to us with suggestions and ideas about what they would like to see offered, and from that we meet and we give it a shot. My pastry chefs are culinary trained, they are certified. I have professional cake decorators. A very experienced, high caliber team is what drives it.
That's awesome. And speaking of custom orders, custom designs, and anything you can think of, make sure you guys stick around, because prior to this, I reached out to Michelle and asked, hey, can you guys make me something unique? She is very well known for her bars, her cupcakes, her macaroons, and most recently, if you've been following the Salem Eats page, her cinnamon rolls. And for those of you that know me, which some of you do, some of you don't, but you'll get to know me, I love cinnamon rolls and I love funfetti or birthday cake, anything. So while we were chatting, I came up with a little bit of an idea, but again, stick around, we're gonna show you what that is. Really quick, I wanna talk to you, how did you get into the gluten-free and the keto? Because that's something that is very hard to find. And while I was inside looking, I noticed that a lot of your prices were very comparable. Typically, my wife being gluten-free and my mother-in-law being keto, to try and find something that's comparable, whether it be a cupcake or a bar, you're usually looking at spending 2, upwards even sometimes of 3 times the cost. And I understand that, the ingredients that go along with it can be a little bit more expensive, but you've not only managed to find a way to get all of those types of treats in here and also keep them at a reasonable price. What kind of drove that?
Well, people were approaching me with that need, and I was a little resistant at first, not really sure that I was going to be able to effectively do it, manage it, enable the cost. But the more that we did it, and the more that there was a real need and a demand for it, We started with keto with just a couple of little treats, and then we graduated from there to gluten-free, vegan. So we do all of these different things based on the feedback that people have come to us with these requests. So we try to accommodate all different, whatever kind of requests you have, and that's basically where it came from, was the need. There was a niche market to fill in this community, and so we jumped on that.
And that's kind of what prompted me to want to reach out to you originally. So I run the page Salem Talks. I'm a big part of Salem Eats, and almost every single time somebody asks, where can I get a cake, a cookie, a bar, anything that comes out of an oven, your name gets brought up. And I was like, I have not been there. I've passed by there several times, but being a part of the Salem community, I need to go see what this is all about. And I love the fact that you're so intertwined in the community that you're willing to listen. I've seen some posts that were great. I've seen some posts that were very critical, and the way you handle it is amazing. You can't be 100% all of the time, but I must say I love the way you go about reaching out and interacting with the community, and that's what this is all about. That's why we're here doing this interview with Salem Talks. But enough talking. You heard the story. You saw some of the treats. We're gonna mask up, we're gonna walk inside, and we're gonna show you what her team has prepared for us today that was a special request. So let's get rolling. Awesome, thank you. All right, so the masks are on, so I'm gonna talk a little bit louder. But as I mentioned, I love funfetti, I love cinnamon rolls. These ladies have been pumping out all sorts of different types of cinnamon rolls week after week after week, whether it's cinnamon, strawberry, orange, all sorts of things, anything you could think of. So when I reached out, I said, hey, I love funfetti and it's gotta be big. Can you make me a birthday cake funfetti large cinnamon roll? And she said, Devin, no problem. This is what we got.
Just for reference.
There's my hand. So this is about, what would you say, 4 or 5 cinnamon rolls worth of dough? 3 or 4?
Yeah, because our cinnamon rolls anyway
are pretty big.
Are really.
Yeah, we got a couple shots of the one up there. Is about the size of a softball. So this would probably be about 3 or 4 of those. They're gonna frost it up. We're gonna let you know how it tastes. So unfortunately, we had some issues with the audio here. I tried my best to get it to come back, but essentially these cinnamon rolls were nothing short of amazing. For being the size that they weren't dry at all. It was a very moist cinnamon roll all the way through. The frosting was light. It wasn't too creamy. It wasn't too sugary. It was not too sweet. It was just a very good, smooth, easy to eat texture. I find a lot of times with cinnamon rolls, the roll is really good, but with the addition of butter in the roll and cream cheese frosting, it can become overly sweet and make it very, very difficult. If you're in the Salem area, I highly recommend checking her out and giving her a shot. Especially if you like cinnamon rolls. So I appreciate you guys watching this video, and I will catch you on the next episode of Salem Talks.